Are you in? You all right?
Let me just say this to you. I'm in total shock. I'm in total shock. I'm backstage and I'm passing. What a beautiful picture. Two beautiful women there together. It's just carrying on. Then I heard her say something about you tie it up here and you fart out the back of your neck. And I just stopped. It was in terror. And then I saw the look on Liza's face and it was like, what did she say?
I thought, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah? And then the fat, and then the thing hanging, and you cut it off. And people backstage are going, oh my God. And I'm saying, save the show. Save the show. I mean...
Bit of class now. Let's just talk sensibly now. So tell us about the new album.
Well, you know, it's so interesting. This is the album that when they said Coming Home, which we named the album Coming Home, it really means I'm returning back to my original R&B roots. And I had the greatest time ever trying to get back into that little period of time. The only thing I had to get used to from the time of old to new, I became Mr. Richie somewhere along the way. I'm telling you, it was the greatest experience of my life because I had a chance to go back and add a little experience, a little bit of wisdom now. I can't write that simple song called I Just Want to Hold Your Hand. That's not going to happen. I know too much. But in this case, it was... You get older, you understand? Yes, of course. You understand what I'm saying? And of course, I always tell the joke when someone says to me, you know, tell me, Lionel, how does it feel? You, that devil of you wrote that all night long. And I said, well, all night long is now down to a fierce 30 minutes.
Oh, right.
Fierce 30 minutes.
You said...
No, I heard it was 2 minutes.
Well, did you hear what she said?
I heard.
Did you hear what she said?
I heard what she
We're
said.
going to continue on with this conversation. The thing about it is, and I can't believe you said that. The wonderful part about this album is that we get to tour on this album. I'm going to now tour across England, across Europe, and around the world.
Do you not get sick of touring?
I love touring.
Do you?
And I'm telling you, the best part about touring is that you get to meet the people who actually buy the records.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. They just sing. First of all, the pressure is they know more of the words than I do. So my problem is I go out on stage every night, and the thing about it is there's always that lady on the front row that goes, that's not the way that goes.
But I mean, what's interesting about you when you look at your career? I mean, for 4 decades you've been performing and writing songs, and yet you look at your background. Of course, you're fairly reluctant entry into the music world. I mean, that was not what you set out to do.
I'm an economics major, accounting minor, college graduate. Had no idea that this was going to be my career. Cannot read or write music.
I can't either.
There you go. That's proof of the matter right there.
You really?
Isn't that amazing?
No. That is extraordinary.
And I'm sitting up there one day and I'm decided, well, okay, the rest of the guys will now, the rest of the Commodores will be the writers and I'll be the manager. Sooner or later, I'll be the guy who will make the decision. I'll help them that way. And all of a sudden, I was doing some interviews with Marvin Gaye and Smokey Robinson. I happened to ask Marvin, I said, so what music conservatory did you graduate from? He said, what the hell is that? And so from there, I discovered he could not read music. Smokey couldn't read music, Stevie. And then you start thinking about Paul McCartney, and all of a sudden, I was off to the races.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to hear.
A lot of great jazzmen didn't play as well.
Exactly.
Didn't read
Earl
music.
Garner?
Yeah, Earl Garner,
Yeah.
precisely. I mean, it's extraordinary when you think about it. So off to the races, and never, ever any regret at all?
Not one. In fact, right now, someone said to me, when are you going to retire? And I said, from what? Normally, you retire from a job. This is not a job to me. Yes, you will. I mean, this is... It's a gift. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world to be able to wake up in the morning and somebody has to come to you and say, what's a new song? And you'll say, wait a minute, let me think. And you walk away and you go, Lionel, we'll pay you double. Wait a minute, let me think harder. You know, I mean, think about it. It's one. I love that. It's one of those wonderful businesses in the world where you mean to tell me I'm the only one that has that song? How did that happen?
But where does it start from? I mean, Hello as an example. Take that with your first really big monster.
Yeah.
Where did that come from, the idea for that song?
I was actually not thinking. Let me just tell you the process of how I write. Some people can write from lyrics. For example,
Yes.
Elton John will get a set of lyrics from Bernie, and all of a sudden he'll say, I'm inspired to write this song. I just walk over to the piano and start playing. And what I stopped doing long ago was saying, okay, tonight I'm going to write an up-tempo song. Because guaranteed, as I sit down to write the up-tempo song, I now write the slowest, saddest song you've ever heard in your life. And vice versa. It's just one of those things.
But
so
hello came from where?
Hello came from Lionel Richie. Oh, let's say that. Hello came from Lionel Richie. That is probably the truest song about my growing up. I was not the jock. I was not the lover. I was not the guy, hello, how are you? I'm Lionel Richie. Come up, let me talk to you. You know, that's not Lionel Richie. I was the guy who sat over in the corner and watched all the footballers and all the guys walk in with these beautiful girls, and I'd sit there in the corner and go, hello, is it me you're looking for? That's it. That's it. And what I found by writing those simple words, I thought of the corniest words in the world. I found that there were so many people, so many of us, that didn't play football. We're not footballers, we weren't the lovers, and we all had the same story.
And I guess that changed for you too, to change your luck.
It changed my life completely, and I must tell you that so many people now walk up to me. Just as you had your two guests here, what we call too much information.
Yes.
You see, well, now I get too much information too. And people walk up to me and they say, Lionel, I've made love to you many times, son. And I'm looking going, I think we want to stop right there, don't we? But they tell me, you know, Lionel, I tell you, my wife and I last night just got it on. It was wild, Lionel, wild. And they're talking to me as if I've been in the bedroom with them, and I'm saying, I wasn't there, guy, I wasn't there. But I am personally involved with the family. I got you engaged, I got you married.
Yes.
I got you divorced, I got you married again. And all the kids are mine.
Now, the last time we talked, you were actually about to be, I think, sued for $2 million
Yes, I remember that.
By your wife.
Oh, that was an evening I will never forget as long as I live.
Yes, but,
I survived it.
You survived it?
I survived it.
Evidently.
That was the first
Yes.
question. Yeah. And are you dating at present then?
Actually, I'm going to tell you the honest truth about it.
He's dating both of us.
That's correct.
That's
Don't touch it. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. And don't
just...
make eye contact. That's okay. No, the wonderful thing about this is I've decided now that let's take a break. Let's just take a break. I am now going to just date. I'm going to take it easy. When someone said, Lionel, who's the lucky woman? No one. I am going to now enjoy just sitting in my house. Alone. What's that? I've been alone with you inside my mind. In my dreams, I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. You understand me?
Yeah,
That's hello, you see. But now, that song will now be called Alone. Yeah. No.
Are you, Liza, are you dating?
No. Well, you said it yourself. I have the most marvelous taste in the people that I work with, but when it comes to any of that, I just, no, forget it.
But you know, let me tell you something.
Why? We're having too much fun.
Yeah, but here's the deal.
So much
honestly, this is, when I first came to Hollywood, I thought that every actor and every singer, I thought they were absolutely out of their minds. What do you mean you get married on Monday and get a divorce on Wednesday? I mean, what kind of stuff is this? And then I realized we're in the toughest business in the world because we travel, we're out of town every day, we are meeting people every day. It's a constant battle to get it. I mean, back then when we started, we couldn't have iChat. There wasn't iChat where you could pop up. Now, right now, I've got Diane and the family right now. I can pop up the whole family at the kitchen table, and there's Dad every morning. If I could have had that 20 years ago, I would be a genius. Are you kidding me? But
You'd be a zillionaire as well.
What?
Because you wouldn't have had to pay out the
thank you
alimony.
very much. Yeah, wait. See, what makes this? Wait, this is what people don't know. This is family right here. See, she's only a couple of blocks down the street from the house. So so we have house and community in common. So truthfully, she's right. I'd be worth billions.
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 Yeah, but you see, the trick here is the guy the person who wrote, "What is success if you don't have someone to share it with?" That was a lawyer who wrote that line. A lawyer wrote that line.
Great one.
Right. You understand me?
Yeah.
And the second thing was, there was an old guy stopped me in the middle of Beverly Hills. He said, Lionel, he said, the next time you think about getting married, he said, find somebody you hate and buy him a house.
Okay, well, listen. We sadly will run out of time. But listen, well, you're touring. You're coming back.
We're going to tour. We're going to
You're
tour
touring.
all of '07, starting in March '07. We're all across Europe. England, we're here. I think it's March and April. We're across Europe. I want to see all of my friends and my family, because it's going to be a world tour. We're going to go around the world twice. So I'll start out in '07 and come home in the end of '08.
Well, drop by and
I promise
see
you'll
us.
see me.
We'll try to get some different company for you.
No, this is wonderful. This is wonderful.
You don't like it?
This is wonderful.
Dang.
I'm glad you two know each other, that's all.
Lionel Richie, thank you very much indeed. Lionel Richie.